Hey guys, welcome back to another little mini chit chat video. Welcome back to another little mini reaction video. So, before we go ahead and get into tonight's topic, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all of that good stuff. Shout out to everyone who's already subscribed to the channel. Thank you guys so much. We do appreciate the support. Shout out to our Purple Heart Gang members. Thank you guys so much for all of your support. Shout out to all of you who are taking part in our Uber Eats gift card giveaway. Thank you guys for all your support on that as well. And to everyone who is taking part in the watch time giveaway, you guys are awesome. Thank you guys so much. We appreciate you guys so much. So I'm going to talk a little bit about those giveaways. So in case anybody's new, they want to, I want to make sure everybody knows what's going on the channel. And if they want to take part, they can do so. So we currently have two giveaways going on the channel. One is the road to 1,000 subbies on this channel. Once we hit that milestone over here, we're going to be doing a Uber Eats gift card giveaway. We'll be picking two winners. And the only stipulation for that giveaway is you must have a valid email address so you can receive the electronic gift card, and you must reside in Canada so you can use it. Those are the only two stipulations for this particular giveaway. The next giveaway is our watch time giveaway. We like to do it on our channels. Once we hit a particular watch time goal, we will be doing a cash prize giveaway. We will be picking one person, and that's for anywhere. It doesn't matter where you are, as long as you have access to Western Union to receive your prize, and you have valid government issued photo ID to pick up your prize. You can take part. All you have to do is, of course, subscribe to the channel, comment under the videos, let us know you came through, comment purple hearts or just a purple heart emoji. Let us know that you watched the video, and you will be entered into the giveaway. So those are the two giveaways that we currently have going. We're excited. We're almost at our 1,000 subby goal. We're almost there. I'm hoping that we will get there by Christmas. It would be nice to do the giveaway during the Christmas holidays so you guys can use those Uber Eats cards to either order dinner, groceries, whatever the case may be. So that would be kind of neat. So yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and jump into tonight's topic. I wanted to talk about this a couple of days ago, but honestly, it's been super busy. There's been so much going on. You guys know it's a countdown to the holidays, so we've been kind of swamped in terms of orders and working and all of that. But I didn't want to make it go too long, and you know how the internet is. By next week, nobody cares. So I wanted to go ahead and talk about it while everyone is still kind of up to um up to date with what's going on. So I'm talking about the Mariah the Scientist and Young Thug. They're now officially engaged. If you didn't know, now you know. Young Thug proposed to her on stage at one of her shows and gave her this huge, massive ring, and it was just, everything she wanted it to be, and she was super excited. Of course, she said yes, and then it began. Of course, the backlash was swift and heavy online. A lot of the women just couldn't fathom like how she could even contemplate marrying this guy after all the things he did and said while in prison. The comments he made about her, the things he said about Glorilla, just the whole shebang. Like when he was in jail, it was a whole why that is. Okay, so I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's the weather or whatever it is, but sometimes the connection just kind of falls off. So I'll just keep going. Hopefully everything is okay. So yeah, like I was saying, a lot of people were not happy. They were not celebrating the engagement, and stuff like that. And a lot of women were really just so confused as to like how she could even take him back after everything he did, much less marry him. And that's kind of what I wanted to talk about. Not really, yeah, they're engaged and that's great. That's, that's her thing. And I'm happy for her if she's happy. That's it. But I wanted to kind of delve into the why part of it. We're going to talk about women like Mariah the scientist, okay? These are the type of women who they consider themselves to be above the fray, okay? These are the type of women who they figure, they're famous, this person wouldn't dare do them like dirty, super dirty, and if they have been done dirty, it's because of circumstance. They'll make an excuse for whatever past behavior because they're more interested in the fairy tale. Okay, they want the fairy tale, the house, the picket fence, the whole shebang. They don't care about what a bunch of strange women they don't know have to say. I'm pretty sure most decent people would have had a conversation. So it's safe to say that there are probably people in her life who did, pull her one side and was like, is this really what you want to do? Is this what you really like, this and this and that and the third? These things do happen. Family members would have expressed concern over the past allegations and behaviors and all of that. And she still said yes. So no amount of backlash on the internet is going to prevent this girl from marrying this guy. She's waited for him for so many years. Like, she's wanted this for so long. She's not going to let public opinion change her mind. She's going to marry him. And there's nothing anybody can say to change that. I'm not even sure there's anything he could do to change that. These are like the I don't want to say, I'm not in any way trying to be disrespectful. I am being realistic, and there are women who think like this. I've heard them. I've been in the room when they've spoken like this. There are women who think I'm too pretty. He'll never do that to me, or he would never. I'm above those type of women. Like, and they really do believe like they are better than the women in the past, right? They see themselves as the upgrade. Like, this is the trophy that he needs. Like, he just need me on his arm and everything is gonna be okay. Everybody wants to be Bay and Jay, okay? In this whole hip hop couple stuff, everybody wants to be that power couple. And these girls are willing to look past just about anything. Some of them wait years, years, I'm talking years, for these guys to finally get old and tired of running around and can't keep up with these young girls, to finally pop the question, and they marry these guys and realize like they just wasted like 10, 20 years waiting for what? The guy already showed you all of his true nature, his character, everything, and you still married him. What did you expect? Like, come on, let's be for real. So there are women who think like, I can change him, I can fix him, or I'm the solution to the problem, or they just need me. And then they get in there and realize like there was no like fog. There was no, it wasn't the other women, trying to say this, or the other women that were jealous and want you to, you know, I don't know why my life keeps dropping, guys. So I don't know. I'm just gonna keep going. I'm gonna wrap it up quickly though. I'm not gonna stay too long. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of give my take on that explanation, because a lot of people are genuinely confused. Like, he went to jail, he cheated on you with a correctional officer allegedly. He those jail phone calls were very much real. Those were not fake. He was dogging out a lot of people, saying a lot of crazy stuff about people, doing a lot, right? Most people, even the stuff he said about her on the phone when they played that clip, like, how could you stay with somebody who says like, yeah, I feel sorry for her, like, she definitely loves me more than I love her, like she just loves me so much. Are you kidding me? That's like a textbook narcissist. Like, come on, are you kidding me? So, like I said, that's just my personal opinion on it. A lot of people have their personal opinion. My personal opinion, though, is that my personal opinion does not matter. It's not my life. What I do know as a female who's been down these roads before. At 47 years old, like, everything is in hindsight. Everything is if I did, woulda, shoulda, coulda. That's life. Unless you're the type of grab the bull by the horn type of person. Me, I don't really dilly and dally in regrets. I try to I try to just look at things as they are and make decisions as I need to in the moment. I don't do the whole let me wait and see type of stuff. Now, have I been um too lenient, too patient, waited too long in situations? Yes, of course. We're all human. As women, we do that for love and all the rest of it. But as somebody who has that type of experience, I you don't need a, what do you call that? A look, those like crystal ball things. You don't need one of those in certain situations. Like my mother said to me a long time ago when I was a teenager, life is always the best teacher. Some things you cannot tell people, you can't teach. I know at a certain age in my life, nobody could tell me anything. Like, I made my decisions and I stand on it. But I was also brought up in the spirit of understanding that yes, you can make any decision you want, but you're also going to have to stand in those consequences. Like, there'll be nobody to blame later on down the road. When somebody shows you their true character, for all the young ladies, when a man shows you their true nature, you should believe them. There is no maybe. There is no maybe. There is no, oh, this situation made them this is their true raw nature. Especially when it's a phone call or text message, something that they don't think other people will ever see or hear. That is as real as it gets. Text messages, emails, and phone calls, right? Where there is no thought of, oh, maybe somebody's listening, or somebody's going to repeat this, or somebody's going to see this. They're in their complete element and they're just letting it rip. That's when they're the most honest. If I were her, there were certain things I would not look past. Um, I have a whole other opinion on the whole, being with the men who've been to jail thing. So that's a whole other topic for a whole other day. I just would, that's just something, I don't know. I would have passed on that, but like I said, it's not our lives, it's her life to live and to learn from. Maybe we will be wrong, maybe it will be a complete success, and that would be great too, because Lord knows she has had enough heartbreak. Everybody loves a good album, but at some point, like, you do want people to be happy in real life, and enough with the trauma. This relationship has already been very traumatizing. So I don't know. We hope for the best. And yeah, that's all we can do. Let me know what you guys think down below, if you've kept up with the news, if you knew that Mariah the Scientist and Young Thug are gonna be married. He proposed and she said yes. So now we wait and we see. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about that whole situation down below. I don't know why the live kept I was literally just saying the same thing and the live just went off. Anyway, guys, thank you guys so much. Hopefully you guys got everything. Stay up and stay blessed. And thank you guys for those of you who came through. We appreciate the support. Stay up and stay blessed, and we'll catch up with you guys in another video. Deuces.